Right, good afternoon, everybody. Let me get a video out for you really quick. So we'll jump right into it. I just want to preface with the first lecture we had today on metabolism of the heart. That was a lot of previously learned content just applied to the heart. So if you would like cards related to metabolism, I would go in first aid, biochemistry, metabolism here. And here are all the categories. So you, I'm not going to go through this all because this is what I did in ISOM. So I have a lot of these cards activated, but you can see how the different sections and categories if you want to pursue cards for that. Otherwise, you can just to previous materials, refer back to those and study as applied to the heart. Otherwise, we'll jump right into it. So activated cards regarding the heart auscultation lecture. That's stuck up there. It's a bar stuck. That's weird. Okay. But so we're gonna activate some cards for that. And then I went into the splitting as well. I know we didn't go over splitting in that lecture we had this morning, but we did in CMR. And so I referred back to the CMR learning objectives just to learn in general what splitting was. So we'll start in splitting. You can activate all of them. The ones I didn't activate is this one referring to like what is the cause of a fixed split? And then just the paradoxal. I didn't feel like these two were necessary. Yeah, I just didn't feel like they were necessary. They weren't mentioned in the C1R slides, so I'm not going to worry about them too much. Why that just got so bright. So that is it for splitting. And then we're going to go into auscultation of the heart. Here's a bunch of sounds. If you want to listen to them, I believe I mentioned these in a previous video, but here they are again. If you want to activate them, go through them and activate them. They might be good, but I'm going to use the link that was posted for both CMR as well as in that lecture we had today. Locations, this is what I did here. So the first was not activated, but you can follow this similar pattern. And it was just more of like, where are you going to hear a murmur in like a specific murmur? And that's just something to help me understand the anatomy of it and connect it. So that way, when I read a read words, I'm going to be able to interpret that and understand, where I am in the part, because this is, kind of challenging, at least for me. Heart murmurs. So here is ductus arteriosus. I didn't do any of them besides, well, these couple clinical ones. I picked up a few. So this one here, 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 here. A couple of those are older. And then specifically the murmur ones, so describing what the murmur sounds like and looks like to draw it out. So that way I can kind of connect it in my head and apply it then to a question. So that is it for patent ductus arteriosus. Then we'll go into diastolic, and I am not touching any of them in auscultation or clinical, just going murmur. So all three in murmur there, and then the same here. Just skipping these two because I just don't feel like those were necessary. And then systolic, we did stenosis. Again, this one should have been activated from up here in auscultation, but we're just going to go to murmur and activate the first three. Skipping hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, we're just going to go to mitral regurgitation, murmur, first, third, and fourth. And then we didn't do mitral valve prolapse or ventricular septal defect. So hopefully, I don't think these cards cover everything, all the sounds we have to know regarding that lecture, but hopefully this helps, at least gets you thinking about, how to remember the sounds, what you should be hearing in regards to each murmur. So hopefully those, on paper questions are a little easier to handle. But I hope you find this video helpful. And then again, if you do want metabolism cards, first aid, biochemistry, metabolism, open that up. Have fun. All right. That is it for today. Hope this is helpful. And as always, happy studying.